Hey YouTube, welcome back to the series of Everyday Carry Part 7. This is going to be about Paracord products, in particular your Paracord bracelets, also known as wrist armor. You have a medley of colors to choose from, patterns. Some of them have reflective qualities, others are glow in the dark. The cording that I use is a US made, mil spec. They have different size diameters of parachute cord. I go with the 550 Type 3 variant. That tends to be the more overall most useful for me. They do have some smaller diameter tether cord type paracord, which I think is Type 1 and Type 2. I think the largest variant goes up to a Type 4, and it's a pretty strong, stout, type of cording. Paracord overall can be broken down, and there's internal strands that can be useful for survival, and so there's a lot more rope or cording here than what it just seems. So if you have, because like these have 7 internal strands, the 550 Type 3, if you break it down, let's say you have 10 feet, it's actually going to be more like 80 feet, because you got the outer sheath and then 7 internal strands. So that just gives you an idea of what you can use these for fishing and snare lines and stuff. You can make them wider or thinner depending on your stitching and your braids. These are just a basic cobra knot, also known as a sinuate knot. I've used various types of closure methods in the past. These are just a simple buckle style. And then I have also these right here. It's just a loop and knot, and they're very basic, and I found these are also decorative and just fun to wear, and it gives you an extra means and a backup means of doing various tasks. If you really had to break one of these down, you would have it. This goes in hand. In my series, I'm not going to go over like belts and gloves and hats, but they do have a place in our everyday carry, but they're so varied and there's so many different types. I'm just going to leave that up to you, but just remember though that ball caps, or I particularly like full brimmed hats. They're going to have a place also on your person, so you can always customize your gear and your accessories. I'm not sure if you'd call this a clothing article. I think this is still more of a gear product or kit product, but you can customize it depending on your colors you pick, and if you want it to be reflective or non, or if you want it to glow in the dark or have some type of pattern that speaks of you. On the far right we have this a type of desert camo, and black with a urban blue camo. We have reflective olive drab here, and then a reflective black with with this tan inner strand, and then the second to the left is going to be this. We have this multicam. Sometimes they call it like a woodland camo, and then this over here is like this digital army color with the black mixed in. So there's a lot more though than just these. There's a lot of brighter colors, and even including neon colors. There's always new colors coming out depending on the manufacturer, but once again I go with the US made products. So I'd be curious if you have any paracord armbands, bracelets, wrist armor that you would like to show. I would be really interested to see it. There's a lot more braiding and stitching types of braids and stuff than or knot making techniques than just the ones I'm showing here. These are just the ones that I typically wear. I have a lot of other variants, but as you can tell though, they're just a fun product to make and to customize, and it's kind of hard to get tired of making these because there's so many different variations you can make. With that being said, thanks a lot for watching the series, and I'll catch you real soon with part 8.